2nd of October, and we are going to be painting or drawing another market. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Please let me know where you're from in the comments, and I just need to turn down my volume here so that I can chat and not have me repeating on my iPad, because there's always a little bit of an echo. So our good friend Sarah has put in the image today, and I'm going to choose this one. It looks like she went to like a medieval enactment, and there are a few images, but I really love this one, so I'm gonna do this one. And I'm not sure if anybody is here this morning with us. I think there's a little bit of a delay. Look at my messy table. I was down here painting last night and drawing, and didn't clean up. Probably would be great to clean up, but my head is spinning. Buonasera, Julia. I have a lot to get done today before set up tomorrow for the art festival. And it's cold. Like, I feel like it's cold already. I don't know, like, I'm not loving this chill that there is, but it is, you know, I know it's autumn, and I know that it's to be expected, but it really just dropped in temperature. Hi Anna, how are you? Good morning. Have you been here before, Anna? Maybe you haven't. So I'm just going to be working on a piece of heavier cardstock, and just going to tape it down so that it stays down. And then I'm going to show you a lovely book that I got from one of our group for, actually, I think it was for my 50th that Gory sent it over. Hi Sarah, we're working on your picture today. And I think I may do a continuous line drawing. I'm going to do something a little bit different, and then go in pen, almost more like a illustration. But then use markers as well. Hi Martina. So I just want to show you, like, these books to me are treasures as well, and I picked this one to show you because of all the patterns and color. So the name of it is Patterns of India, and Gory sent it to me for my birthday a couple of years ago, and I do go back to it and look at things like color combinations, color palettes. It's really beautiful for that. And also, I mean, this is full of markets as well. So even though we're working from our camera rolls, there's nothing stopping you from working from a reference book or a, you know, something like this, like a travel book, and taking inspiration from the images that they've put in there. You just have to give credit to the photographers who take the photos. And I believe that this is I'm not sure. I think it's Christine Chitnis, who this is her book, so these are all her photos. So if anything, if you do something like this and take inspiration from the photos, then you just have to give the photographer the credit, or say you're inspired by her book, like at least reference where it's coming from. Don't just take it and, you know, not give credit. So I just wanted to show you that. And these, you can find these books everywhere, like either new in a bookstore, or you can, like, there's tons of thrifted reference books, or people who have travel books. So just, you know, don't just stop at trying to find something on the internet. Like, go to your local bookstore and have a look through all your libraries and gather inspiration. Like, we've done, remember our palette month? I think that was in June, and we were looking at images. Like, you could take a book and dedicate a whole month to a book and pull out palettes and inspiration from that book. And just don't forget to reference. Anyway, let's get started. This is the image that Sarah has shared, and there are others. Did you add any more? I know that you have. I love that market scene. I do also love Celeste in the market. This is Celeste shopping. Were you buying noodles, Sarah? Good morning, Maria. Hi, Meryl. Hi, Nanette. But I do like the medieval one as well. So, oh, it's a Renaissance festival. Oh, cool. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to work with continuous line and then pen and then markers. So it's going to be a little bit of a process, but that's how I'm going to go about it. Which one is everybody else doing? And I want just a plain pencil. Do you think I have one of those lying around? Somewhere I do. I know I do. Probably in, here we go. I have the, I think this is this the pearl? Hello, Susan. Okay. And I found my pickle paintings yesterday. I couldn't find them for the longest time. And I found my pickle paintings. Looking at this where it says pickles. I have them here. So, if you are part of, I may share this session with you. If you are part of our Substack, we had a pickle meet. And these were like, I think these were like 10-minute paintings, not even 10 minutes, maybe 6 minutes. And we drew pickles. It was one of my favorite ones. Loved it. Yeah, that was fun. Did I do a pickle workshop too, or was it just a pickle meet? I don't know. I love the dill pickle ones. Anyway, I was super happy to find them. I was looking for other things and I found them. So I'm gonna put them in the drawer and keep them together. I was gonna sell them at the festival today, or this weekend, but I have so many other things that I figured I would just not put those in this time around. Hello, Susan. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to do a continuous line and just get the figures on, and drawing really lightly because I want to go over in pen and then markers over that. So really looking at the negative space of this and trying to get that on. Like making sure my everything is in the right spot, and then when I'm using the pen it'll be easier to correct. This is almost like a first pass. Sarah, are they selling pickles? Like, were they actually providing food at this market? And was it like a reenactment? Like, was everybody dressed up? Is that something that you do, Sarah? Or was it just a festival to celebrate? So many questions. I'm glad you're here, Sarah. Not sure if she can answer them. She may be traveling in her car. Oh, I love the shadows under here as well. I do want to put them on. So just figuring out where the figures are and how they're standing. And then I will get my pen out. Probably just going to use the Carbon Platinum pen for this. This way it's quite fine. And then I can use markers over the top. So this is pretzels or pickles or both. Sorry, I'm still continuous lining, and then I will look at what you guys are saying or what Sarah's saying, if she's saying anything. Oh, that is a pickle, isn't it? And then you've got the pretzels hanging from these sticks. Very cool. What is that? I may have to zoom in. Is that something right there? What is that? Is that his like little money pot? I'm not sure if I want to draw the, no, I should probably draw those. I was going to not draw the mustards because I don't think they would have had that mustard back then. Julia says, a pickle meat, brilliant. It's given me the giggles. Maybe when I go to Italy at the end of the month, I will share the meat with you all so that you can do a replay if you want to do a replay. Sarah says, yes, she was buying a pickle. Many people dress up. So many food vendors at the festival. He was selling both. Did you dress up, Sarah? And Melissa says, good morning, Melissa. How's your challenge going, Melissa? Melissa has also got a challenge in October. She's doing October art hang prompts. So my pen is waterproof, like the ink is waterproof, so I will be able to, if I wanted to, I could erase the pencil lines. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to. I may just leave them there. But also with markers, it can get a bit messy. But we'll see. I'll see when they're dry. I could even just do a test somewhere. Okay, I'm going to raise this a little bit. And then get the pretzel on the top. For all you bakers out there, I'm not a baker, so what makes pretzel dough different to bread dough? Because it is a little bit different, right? Does anybody know? Has anybody made pretzels before? I feel like Maria would have made pretzels. Melissa says, Art Hang P-Tober, Art Hang Party Tober is off to a good start. I know it's only day 2, but C says, lost track of time. Good morning. Good morning. Sarah says, no dress up. No, I bought a rune pendant there. Oh, nice. Okay, let's get, I'm gonna get the mustard in here only because it's very close to the pole here. So even though I've done my continuous line, I'm still looking like this needs to be a little bit lower. I'm still looking at the image and adjusting my lines. So yeah, it's almost like you get a second chance. That's what I think anyway. It's like drawing in markers and drawing it in 2 colors. A light color and then a dark color. You get a second chance. I think I made his nose a bit too large in the quick sketch that I did. And because the light is coming from behind them, the details are pretty subtle, so you have to really look to pull those out. Sometimes it's nice to do a little bit of line drawing. I know that I'm not doing it upside down. Shoot. Nobody mentioned it. I'm supposed to be doing it upside down. Oh, Maria says pretzel dough needs to be boiled like bagels. Ah. Sarah says, I made pretzels many years ago. I think everyone should try making them once. Very fun and easy. Okay. I'm not doing it upside down. Well, maybe I'll do this one, and then if I have time, because I may have time, I'll do one upside down. Gee, I forgot. I was so intent on getting, like, I think because I wasn't going to paint it. Yeah, oh well. I guess there goes my every day will be upside down. You guys didn't even catch that either? Huh. Melissa's art hang party tonight. She is drawing images from Lucerne in Switzerland. Who is the provider of the images, Melissa? Okay, I love these shadows. Love, love, love. I do like the tree as well. What's in the big pot? What's in the big basket here, Sarah? Sarah provided us with this image this morning. I'd like to know what is in there. Need to focus. Oh goodness, her head. I think I need to correct her head. I'm gonna do a collage head on top of this. I don't know what happened. I think maybe her hair got big, too big. Here, let's try correcting, and then I could put my glasses on as well. I'd probably be able to see better. Sarah says, I'm not sure what's in the basket. Melissa says, Lake Luzerne, New York. Oh, not Switzerland. Michelle, aka Stroke Mum. Okay. That's who's providing you the pictures of Lake Luzerne. I thought it was Lucerne. Sorry. There I was advertising that you were going to Switzerland tonight in Art Home Party, but you were going to New York. Just as exciting. Yeah, I was going to do Upside Down. I've been doing Upside Down, like I did this weekend's demo in Upside Down. I actually caught up for Sundays, so I have those two already done, Saturday and Sunday, because I always fall behind at the weekends, and I did those both Upside Down. And then this one was supposed to be Upside Down, but didn't, and now she's larger than he is. I think that's it. I think that is it. So now I can get coloring in. I may just write the pickles in the pen. can't really see the L. Oh, I could have written over just in white as well. Oh, thank you. I love this picture too that that Sarah posted. So I am going to erase the pencil. I'm just waiting 2 seconds until things are dry. I can see, like, if you tilt your head, if you've got a bright light wherever you're working, and I tell you this all the time, you tilt your head, anything that's still shiny is wet. So I have to watch up here where the pickles are. So I can at least, oh no, see, it does move it around a little bit. I have to be careful. Just anywhere that's wet, like here, that was still wet even though it looked dry. So I think I'm going to do it in markers and then my 14B, almost like a little illustration. The sun is beautiful, really, really pretty. So I got to be aware of that as well. The pretzels I did a little while ago, so I can erase that. I shared a whole bunch of images of Jane Goodall on my stories on Instagram. If you want to go and see some incredible, just so many diverse interpretations of her portrait, and some with the gorillas, which beautiful. Like she will definitely be missed as a person and figure in our world who really stepped out and did so much good in this world. I remember watching her on TV. Like, that's where I think the 3 channels, that we only had 3 channels growing up in England, but that's where it was wonderful. Well, and I guess not wonderful, because it probably steered everyone to watching the same things, which, yeah, they had the monopoly, definitely, of like everyone captured on screen. But they did show a lot of beautiful and wonderful documentaries, so I can't fault them for that. Like the BBC in England, they really did do a good job. And Jane was on a lot. Like, she had, I'm not sure, I think David Attenborough had a show, and he celebrated her work a lot on his show. But she was always in the news, Jane, for being a spokesman for wildlife, and, you know, so yeah, Jane, you are loved. I'm sure she knew that. Okay, I'm just looking really at the darker values right here and just blocking them in. I know there's some detail, but I can just get them in with this one value. So this is the Stedler brush pen, which is a little bit different to the one that I was using yesterday. It's a little bit softer of a tip, than the fiber tips. Actually, this color probably will be really great for the shadow as well. And then I can go over it with a green or something. You can see you can layer markers, like just pulled it into another value. And because these are water soluble, I can use water, like a brush and water, and lift some areas as well. I'll show you that. Oh, there was light on there. It's okay, I'll just put it on this side here. Just trying to get everywhere where it's much darker, and then I can go over with other colors as well. Yeah, you're welcome, C. C says, thanks for Jane's photos. Everyone did amazing. And they're only the people that I follow on Instagram, because I'm sure there are hundreds of others. But I just wanted to share people who I follow who have done a tribute to Jane, and their beautiful drawings. So if you have done one and I didn't see it, I would love to see it, so send it to me. Okay, that mustard needs to be nice and bright, so I'm going to take a brighter yellow. And that is a lighter yellow here as well. Let me just put the lid on. I mean, you can't get all the colours with markers, but you can mix. You can mix and you can layer. Julia says her work was with chimps, such an incredible beacon for nature. The world will miss her. Was it just chimps, or was it gorillas and like chimps? Chimpanzees? I thought it was gorillas as well. But anyway, incredible. Amy says something to be shared about, something to be said about shared experiences like BBC too. Yeah, but you know, then you think, oh, well, because it was so new as well, TV, that they 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 did have the monopoly, but I feel like it wasn't like they shared a lot of different things. It wasn't just you know, news. There was a lot of comedy. There was a lot of documentaries that were shared. So they were really like informing people of the world, good and bad, but a lot of good. We had ITV as well, and ITV kind of did a very similar job to BBC. They were more on the documentary and show side, whereas BBC definitely shared more news and broadcasting. Hi, Kelly. This is the first time I've seen you draw people. Really? Oh, wow. I mean, I guess you probably, yeah, I did a month of water. I did a month of still lifes. Yeah. People are my thing. I love drawing people. Probably one of my favorite things to draw. Okay, I know I didn't do the face while I was there. I did make a mistake over here. I'm hoping that I can correct that a little bit. They're both in shadow. Ooh, this color actually would be great for the pretzels. Let's get those on. C says one of her writings was Gorillas in the Mist. That's, yeah, that's what I thought. And then a movie was made out of it as well. Didn't Jane Fonda play Jane Goodall in Gorillas in the Mist? I do believe. Was it Jane Fonda? No, maybe not Jane Fonda. Am I getting it right or wrong? Do I have a darker pen marker? I may have to use some 14B on this. I'm just trying to get as many colors as I can on here, thinking then I don't have to worry about the color afterwards and just worry about the contrast. Thank you, Teresa. I completely forgot about doing it upside down, but I think it's because I was doing a continuous line and working more with the drawing. So that's why I'm like, oh shoot, I was supposed to do a continuous line. So maybe I was supposed to do an upside down piece. So maybe that'll be just when I'm doing paint or markers, like without a drawing first. But I really like this image and I wanted to do it in pen, and so it threw me and I didn't realize, and nobody said anything, but that's okay. It's not for you guys to remember what I was supposed to be working on. Oh, Diane Fossey. Sigourney Weaver, thank you. And Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda was like a workout. She did some movies too, Jane Fonda. Thank you. You guys, always there to help. Thanks. It saves me from looking it up as I'm drawing. Teresa says, I love both ways. Anybody else doing this one? I know that some of you are working on the market scenes. And he's got gray hair. Okay, we're almost filled in. I'm going to put this color also on the white because it's in shadow. And then that is definitely catching the shadow there. Catching the light, and so now I can get in with my 14B and just give a little bit more depth. Okay, and then I'll figure other things out on there. So let me have my 14B here. I found another one. It was with all my pencils. I also found some Derwent drawing pencils. I found these that I haven't filled yet. So I want to try filling one with permanent carbon. Can I fill that with carbon ink? Have you guys tried that? I haven't tried that yet. And then I want to fill one with, I mean, it says to fill with the FW ink, but do you think I can fill it with the other one as well? But I could fill it also with a color. Okay, I'm going to start at the top. I mean, I'm just using the 14B, but you could use colored pencils as well to make this pop. So when you're doing something like, you know, coloring afterwards, that's when I'm always thinking about the light and how it's hitting it and giving it's the last detail. So that's why, like, if you've taken my classes, I love doing that whole like flat lay, and then you can come in with your details. And I have 2 commissions for Christmas. I haven't advertised them yet because I'm so busy with like this fall art fair, but you probably know that I make those family illustrations for holiday scenes, and I haven't been pushing them this year, but I've got 2 repeat customers already who want theirs, so I'm gonna take my sketchbook to the fall art fair and get some ideas sketched out, because usually customers are or clients are very loose with their ideas, and they say, well, can you come up with something like this? They don't ever show me an image, and then I go, okay, I will do you a sketch, and then I show them what I can do with it. So I can't remember if I have a hashtag. Is it Christmas? Shaw's Christmas Illustrations or Blue Shine Art Christmas? Maybe something like that, and it should come up. See, in an ideal illustration, I would be eliminating the outer edge, or I should have just gone a little bit lighter on the lines, because then they kind of disappear. But if there was a background, then those would disappear because the background would be darker than the foreground. That makes sense. I went over that light bit. Is that 8 by... Oh my goodness, I didn't do an 8. I'm totally out of it, Teresa. Whoa. No, it's not 8 by 8. You know, I came down here and I'm like, oh, I love this scene, and I should have done it 8 by... Look, it's not going to be 8 by 8. Darn it. It's going to have to be 10 by 10. Well, it's not even going to be 10 by 10. But you know what? Actually, I could do 8 by 8. Look, I'll show you how. Oh, this is where I should have just... You should have come on earlier, Teresa. You would have helped me. I think because I'm thinking of, like, I came down from upstairs and I was organizing and cleaning up. Okay, so that's basically, it's going to be like so. But that's okay. It'll still be 8 by 8. Ah, oh my gosh. Oh, Meryl said, although her work, talking about Jane Goodall still, was mostly with chimps, she said in an interview that her favorite animal was the dog. Interesting. Do you know if she had a dog, Meryl? So the pencil, even though, like, I mean, it just adds a little bit of direction as well. So, like, sort of the shadows and that kind of thing. I feel like it helps just ground everything. I guess this, I didn't see what it was. It's almost like it's on this ledge that comes out, this basket. There's a lot more concentration that goes into like a little illustration, or not. It's not that it's concentration, but I have to be aware of like edges and things like that a lot more than when I'm painting. Painting for me is a lot freer, but I do really enjoy like these little illustrations as well. So it's always good to switch it up a little. Even the sizes that I promised that I was going to stick to doesn't always happen. That's where prepping your pages in the right size would probably have really helped me. Just stick to that 8 by 8. She did have a dog. Thank you. Now I want to go onto YouTube and find all the interviews with Jane Goodall. Sorry, I was just locking my screen and putting on Do Not Disturb. So just got to get the girl a little bit. It's a very dark scene actually, but when you squint your eyes, it's quite dark. I guess I didn't have to do it this dark. I wanted to show you also with water how you can lift up the markers. Let me take a brush. So say for example on her arm I wanted to lift and put a little bit more light in there. I could just eliminate that. And also on his arm here. And then the face. And the top of the boots, just to bring the light in. I mean, I've already put the shadows in for, or like the dark contrast in with the 14B, but certain areas, you know, where I said, oh, I just went over that, like here, I can lift it and then it allows me to bring the light back into the piece. This top doesn't have to be as dark, so I can lift that as well. Oh, and then where the mustard is. Okay. Let's have a look at her hair. I want to darken it in certain areas. How's everybody else's going, their image for today? And I could add the background, but I don't think I will. I think I can like it like this. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of texture to the ground here. Sorry, very quiet today. Teresa says, I read she kept her son in a cage when she went to the jungle because she was afraid the gorillas would eat him. That's from the New York Times. Ooh, New York Times. Wow. I mean, it's kind of smart. I mean, how old was her son? Was that when she probably took her son with her to the jungle, and yeah, she probably had a cage, but maybe they were like very the gorillas were probably very protective of her, right? So they probably wanted her all to themselves. I think that wasn't that like that was probably in the movie as well. We have some softer shadows happening out of the shadows. They become softer. Some of them are quite strongly shaped, and some of them are a little bit softer. Like, for example, here. I don't know if that makes too much of a difference. But I love playing with the contrast of the things that are within the shadows. The values within the shadows. Let's see if I can just darken a few areas of this sign. Just to pull it together with the rest. And then also looking at the pretzels, they're a little bit plain. So I need to get some shadow under them as well. And I'm not sure if the white dots, I think I'm just going to go in with, I don't know if this is going to give me anything. It's this, why do they break like that? It drives me insane. I think the rolly ball, I've messed it up and it doesn't roll anymore. See? No roll. No roll. I'm going to have to use white. Aww. Teresa says, this is much better than Norman Rockwell. That's a huge compliment, but he was pretty fantastic. He was incredible. You just get to watch me in person, so it probably makes a little bit more of an impact. And I also want to, I'm going to correct her face. Just put a little bit of the white gouache. White gouache and markers, I tell you, it's no joke. Really, the marker is just a pigment that you can use. You know what I'm going to do also? I'm going to soften this edge of his face because the light is shining on that side, and I really don't want that black line. And the same with her arm. I should really wear my reading glasses for this. Just want to make it a little bit lighter, you know, not as heavy. So that's where the light's catching. Oh my goodness, honestly, I had no clue what the time was. I thought it was like, maybe like 45 minutes and we had 15-20 minutes left. I was getting really into this. So sorry if you guys have to go. Thank you for joining. That went so fast, everybody. Such a fast hour and a very quiet one, so my apologies for not being super chatty. I think my brain is somewhere else, and although I have this to, it's nice to just come in. I probably should be doing other things, but it's nice to just focus on something like this for an hour. Also, those boots, they don't need to be white on that side, so I'm going to just get the grey and just go over that, because that pulled out too much. It was pushed, came out, and also darken his shirt. Even though his shirt is quite light, it's still not, it's not white, and her top as well. It's in shadow. All right. Thank you, Sarah, for the image. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Oh, I have got my line here, so I'm going to cut it, and it is going to be an 8x8. So it'll be the same frame as the others. Oh, thank you, Moonleaf. Sarah says, looks great. I'll send Yanyu a link. She's an artist. Who's Yanyu? She's an artist too. And then I'll probably mount these. You can see how dirty my hand got in the paper. I'll definitely go over that with and I could have cut this with a cutter, but that's okay. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't forget to do. Look at my hand, it's so dirty. And just lift all the extra. Oops. Okay. So then when I mount it, I'll just mount it a little bit bigger, so it'll have like a little frame as well. A little bit of a matting. Yeah, so extremely different in technique, but like I like them both. Hang on, this one doesn't look, this one looks different. Is this 8x8? Oh, it is exact, it is the same. Does it, isn't that odd how something can look so different in size? Maybe it's a little bit bigger, this one. They're just a little bit off, all of them. So right now we have, I guess, 3 quite different. But this is kind of like a mix of this. This was just a lot looser. It's good to practice these things though, right? Like doing something a little bit different, a little bit more refined. Oh, Yanyu is the girl in the photo. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Yes, don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you are you can join us this month if you want to join us. We are doing markets for the month of October in our mornings. I will not be here tomorrow because we're on a Zoom. If you're part of our Blue Shine Art Club, we are on Zoom in the morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. And don't forget, there is the Visual Arts Passage tonight with Drawing Hive. I'm not really into what they're drawing, and I've got so much work to do to get ready for tomorrow's art festival, or the weekend's art festival. And then Melissa Martin has Art Hang Party tonight, and they are doing Lake Lucerne, which is not in Switzerland. It's not Lake Lucerne. I read it wrong. My bad. If you think you were going to be drawing or painting images from Switzerland, that's my bad. Sorry. Have a really good day, everybody. I will see you tomorrow morning if you're going to come to 7 a.m. Thank you, and thanks for all the sweet comments. Bye, everybody.
Bye.